Welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Joanne, and every week I talk about luxury handbags and other lifestyle products to hopefully give you some really good information, or if you're just curious about these topics. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing and join me on this luxury journey. In today's video, I'm doing a very special unboxing, which is an early Christmas present from my fiance. At first, I wanted to wait a little bit to do this unboxing closer to Christmas time, but I couldn't wait to get my hands on this bag and use it. And also, I think this video might be important for anybody who's interested in a similar style. Stay tuned for more information on how I got this bag, where it's from, and all the juicy details. So first things first, I wanted to apologize for the lighting. Even though I'm not filming very late in the day, now that it's winter and I'm in the Northeast, it does get dark very quickly. So I don't have a lot of natural sunlight to work with, but hopefully you'll be able to see everything okay. Second announcement is that if you haven't seen my last video, I do have a giveaway going on right now. So I'll make sure to link that above for you guys to get all the details on how to enter, and good luck. So first of all, you see this nondescript brown paper bag here, and it has absolutely no branding on it. So I don't know if you can guess what brand this bag is from, and I don't know if a lot of their bags are just brown and with no logo or name or anything, but this is how my bag came. So if you can guess and you do know that this brand's bags are just brown paper bags, put a comment in the description bar and let me know. Okay, now for the big reveal. This is the dust bag that the bag came in, so it's actually a very small bag. And now you can see that the dust bag does say Bottega Venetta. So I am definitely a huge fan of Bottega Venetta. I did a whole video on it, so I'll link that below and above. And in that video, I mentioned that this is my dream bag from Bottega Venetta, and it is their satin knot clutch. So I'll give you a closer look here. This is in the beautiful teal colored satin, and you can see where the bag gets its name is from this knot at the top there. And then it does have a lizard skin lining. So I'll show close-ups of this clutch. So now let's get into the details of how I got this bag. Finally, after more than 5 years of waiting, I'm super excited to share this information. So the Bottega knot clutch is a pretty classic piece that's been around for a very long time. And the first time this bag caught my eye was, like I said, about 5 or 6 years ago. I saw it in a Bottega Veneta shop in a light purple satin color, and it just glistened and it looked so gorgeous that I've been thinking about this knot clutch for years now. And every year I think about purchasing it. Even a couple years ago, I think like Bergdorf Goodman was having a Christmas sale or a Black Friday sale, and it was on sale, but I could never pull the trigger just because I knew that because of my lifestyle, I don't need a clutch for a lot of occasions. I usually just go to work and come back, so I use big tote bags, and I don't really have a need for a clutch. And I also don't like carrying things in my hands, so I was never able to pull the trigger even with the sale price. Now this year, I started getting a little bit worried because every so often when I check up on, if a knot clutch is available in a color that I like, I didn't see a lot of the knot clutches online or in store anymore. And with the recent change in direction and designer at Bottega Veneta, I was worried that they were phasing out this clutch and I would need to resort to the secondhand market in order to get my hands on one. So at the same time, just a few weeks ago, I was thinking about going to the Woodbury Mall, which is an outlet mall with some luxury designers. And I saw that My Closet Travels did a vlog there, and she stopped by the Bottega Veneta store. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, did you see anything like this knot clutch? And she was like, it was all the old style. So nothing was like the trendy like pouch or big puffer intertato stuff that the new designer is promoting now. So I thought that there was a good chance that maybe this knot clutch was there because it is part of like the old Bottega Veneta. And since it wasn't available at the current stores, then I could check it out there. And maybe it was my last chance to get this knot clutch before it's phased out permanently. So I actually called the Bottega Veneta outlet store and I asked the sales associate who picked up, do you have any knot clutches? And she was super helpful and she sent me photos of what she had available in the store, including all the satin options and some leather options. And that's when I actually posted on my Instagram, like, help me decide on which color to get. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, follow me there and help me decide on my future bags. So seeing that they actually did have a selection of knot clutches available, I was like, oh my God, I need to jump on this opportunity and go. And I also asked her what the price was. Originally, this style knot clutch in the satin and in this size is about $2,200. And she told me that at the outlet they were going for around $1,500. So I thought that that was a good price. It was lower than what I was seeing on sale the previous years. So I definitely wanted to check it out in person. So I went on a trip to the outlet mall and I stopped at all the luxury stores. So Dior was really nice. They had some really gorgeous product there at a discounted price. I also stopped by Dolce & Gabbana because I have always admired that designer house, and they have such beautiful flower motifs in a lot of their collections. But of course, I beelined for Bottega Veneta to make sure I was able to see the satin knot clutch up close. So when I got into the store, the sales associate that I had spoken to and that had sent me all the photos weren't there yet, but I let them know, like she had been helping me with this bag and they were super helpful and nice there. They brought out, all the colors and let me try them on. And just to show you specifically, this knot clutch I wanted is not the smallest size. So there's actually a smaller size clutch that, I don't think you would even be able to hold an iPhone these days. But this one is larger and this is the one that has a chain. So this is the one that I specifically wanted because, again, I don't like holding things in my hands. I definitely appreciate having a chain to either throw it on my shoulder or crossbody. So I was trying a couple of different colors on and I settled on the teal color. So they also had different chain colors depending on the satin color. So for example, I think the red one that I tried on had a more yellow gold chain, whereas this chain is like a darker gunmetal. So let me show you some mod shots of what this looks like. One thing I did find a little fiddly, which I didn't realize before actually seeing it in person and trying on it in person, is that the chain, because it can be tucked inside the clutch bag so that you can hand carry it if you wanted to, there is the part that holds the chain can be flipped up or down, and you need to make sure those are in place before you try to snap the clutch shut. Otherwise, it can damage the snakeskin on the trim. So that's a little bit fiddly, and I just need to be conscious of that, whenever I am bringing this bag out. That's the only thing. And then it just opens and closes with a hinge on the knot. Another reason why I was always a little hesitant to pull the trigger on this bag is because of the snakeskin trim. Like, to me, that's not something that I love about the bag. I feel like exotic leathers, are a little bit too bold for me and I like to keep it low key. So there was a yellow satin clutch that didn't have this traditional snakeskin trim that is on most of their satin clutches, and it was and the trim was just the same color yellow as the regular intrecciato face, but I didn't love the yellow. And then they did have some leather options, which doesn't have the snakeskin trim, but I also always wanted to have this bag specifically in the satin because I think that's what makes it very special to have it in this fabric that just bounces off the light and has that sheen. So in the end, I definitely decided on the teal with the snakeskin trim and just trying to figure out how to take care of the snakeskin trim because it can dry out and then the scales will kind of flake off, and just knowing that and doing research into that, I think I will have to just be careful of that part. So when I was in the store, I also was asking my sales associate, I actually think he was like a sales manager, like all of these questions about the knot clutch and if they're fading it out and like what's going on with the brand. So he said that this is the very first year that the outlet was able to carry the knot clutches, because he explained that they don't get any of like the permanent collection or the current season in the outlet. Like many luxury brands, they only get in the outlet what was from like last year or the last season. And because the knot clutch is always such a staple in the collection, they never got it. And any extra that they had for that season would always be returned back to Italy for storage and brought back out for the next season or the next time that, you know, that color was going to be sold. So this sales manager explained that the only reason why they got it in store now is because this year there's obviously been a lot of changes in the supply chain and, you know, what's available and what's not. So Bottega Veneta, I guess, decided that they would allow whatever little stock they had of this knot clutch to be sold in the outlet, and they haven't sent it out to the other retailers like Bergdorf Goodman or Neiman Marcus that usually sells these knot clutches. I think it's a way for them to get the sales in-house rather than having, you know, the knot clutch wholesaled out to these retailers and then not getting that profit or, you know, something of that sort. So he was explaining that, you know, obviously in Italy, the production of these knot clutches is not up to the normal numbers. Again, everyone's being cautious about, you know, the maintaining the social distancing and things like that, and things are just slower and stock is just low across the board. So that's why for the first time ever, the knot clutches are available in the Bottega Veneta outlet, and that's why my fiance was able to pick this piece up for me as an early Christmas present. So really want to thank him for that, for making one of my wish list bag items come true this year. And I definitely want to take good care of this bag. I've never had a satin bag before, so I need to do research on that. If you guys have any tips, please leave them down in the comments so I can, you know, either spray it with protectant or something. I know I'm not supposed to like go out in the rain in this, but I definitely hope to be able to use this bag soon. And just to give you guys the final details, this is the envelope for the receipt. So I have the actual receipt from Woodbury here. Again, the outlet price of this was $1,549. Then you have the tax. And then inside this envelope, there is the quality like control number. So the Bottega Veneta product you have chosen has been made with quality materials and is the result of meticulous Italian craftsmanship. Variations in tone and any irregularities are to be considered unique characteristics of a handmade product. So that's another thing that the manager was explaining to me, that, you know, each one of these is made by an artisan. So like they're weaving the intricate like satin pattern, and so that's why if you see any like bumps or things like that, like it's all handmade, nothing is machine made. So that is another characteristic of luxury, is, you know, having these minute variances between bags or products, because only a machine can make something exactly the same every time. So it says, to maintain its quality, this product should be stored carefully and protected from moisture, avoiding all contact with liquids, creams, oils, makeups, and perfumes. This product may absorb and or lose color in contact with other materials. Abrasive rubbing or prolonged exposure to direct light and sources of heat may alter the original appearance of the product. So I'll definitely take good care of this. It is, again, So beautiful. I'm really pleased with this teal green color. It's unique in my collection. I don't have anything like this. And I'm hoping it won't be too hard to pair with a lot of different outfits. It's a very good size. Can definitely fit a phone, some cards, car keys, and that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any specific questions about the Knot Clutch, the Bottega Veneta brand, or Woodbury Mall in general, just leave a comment down there. I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!